It's our monthly subscribe and save.
Yeah.
Still not getting no vitamin C, right?
I always have dishwasher. No, the vitamin C, there's no vitamin. Coffee, the most important thing.
Not just any coffee, but that really super high octane coffee.
Yeah, I forget. This is some vitamin or something or another. Oh, what's this? My girl's eye drop.
Yeah, I can't live without those.
And I just added batteries to the subscribe and save.
Yeah, Amazon Basic AA, AAA.
Yeah, well, I think I'm doing this amount every 6 months.
Yeah.
And these are this is not their bottom of the line battery. This one has got like a longer shelf life.
Cool.
And so.
Coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, and then we got complex and melatonin.
Okay. B complex. Slate's not here this morning, and I've called and called. Obviously, I'm worried. Hi, guys. I just brushed them down. Well, Slatey still hasn't come home, Slate. And I've been coming out and hollering about every 30 minutes. I've walked back up the hill to where I feed the feral cat. I saw her at 2 a.m. So I don't think she's trapped like under our house or in the upstairs garage attic, because we haven't been in those places since before 2 a.m. I did open the door to the upstairs and nobody came to the top of the steps. So I'm going to go drive the street behind us. I want to just think that she's probably interested in a lizard or a critter that she's chasing and just distracted. Or maybe I fed her so much at 2 a.m. she's not hungry now, so she doesn't care about eating yet. But I am a little worried. I am. The thing that worries me the most is that my neighbor maybe went into their shed and she would have gone in there without them seeing. But not likely. I didn't hear any lawnmowers this morning. Seen our neighbor out in the yard a good bit, but still no shingles on the shed. There are a few cars here at the environmental park today. I guess I count 5 others total. I'm back home now. The problem with trying to find her this time of year is that you know, all the vegetation you can't see out into the woods, and there's a lot of acres out here. She could have gone down the creek here off the side of the driveway. She could have gone off behind the back of the carport. She could have gone off up into the hill, into the yard that has some old cars parked in it. It's just so hard to know which way she went. I'd walk through poison ivy for her if I knew she needed me and where she was, but I have no clue where she would be. I guess I just need to chill out until it's dinner time, and then if she doesn't show back up for dinner, then maybe try to go talk to the neighbors. Thankfully, there's a lot of cloud cover today, so if she were trapped inside of somewhere, it's not as hot as it could be on some other summer days. Tux is totally sound asleep. Totally. I don't know if this is gray or slate. I actually think it's slate. And then she scared me for nothing, and she was just up here in the yard asleep. Slate, is that you, honey? Oh, it's definitely slate. Oh, thank God. Hi, honey bear. You gonna come home see Mama? She goes, I just been sleeping. I don't know what you're all upset about. Come on, Slatey, let's go. Well, it's definitely Slatey. And to end any possible confusion, when Gray and Slate are here at the same time, it's pretty easy to tell. At least if you're the cat mom. Don may be gonna dig over here today, but if I mention the word dig, it could cause him to have a
Heart palpitation.
a mood. Be in a mood?
Yeah, you don't want me in a mood.
No, I don't want you in a mood.
You don't want me in a mood.
I've been getting up so late because I've been going to bed so late that I've been putting food out before I go to bed. No more food out at 2 a.m. because then I guess she wasn't hungry enough to come a-running this morning or be at the door. So 10 o'clock, midnight at the latest, absolute cutoff. No more 2 a.m. feedings. Well, I just meant you're going to go in the garage to do Alexa math because we got to make sure both doors are not straddling a pole. Both doors need to be in between poles where they can. There's no pole in the way of the door. So we're trying to decide where the edge starts and where the doors line up right. Because other than that, you know, front or back, it doesn't really matter where it goes. It's really all about them doors. I think the answer is going to be we can't get both doors without straddled on a pole. But we haven't figured it out for sure yet. Don wants to use 2 tape measures as a slide rule sort of a thing.
Well, not 2.
One, sort of, yeah, I see.
I put blue tape marking out where the doors, the 31-inch doors are, based on where I think the doors start, because they didn't actually tell you how wide it was on each side of the door. They said the door was 31 inches.
Well, that was an easy problem to figure out.
Yeah.
That wasn't the hard part.
Except for, they don't really, one drawing says the width is 74.8, and the other one says it's
76.5.
So everything is plus or minus.
Yeah, but this is the roof outer with the overhang, and this is, well, that would be good if this was 76.5 and that was 74.8.
I already noticed all of that, sweetie.
Yeah, well, I found 2 diagrams on the internet where it was labeled, and they don't jive. Yeah. So
the blue bands are the doors.
That one looks good.
That's right. So we're getting really close here.
But this one, not so much right now.
But we're going to move it down that way a little bit.
Yep, I understand.
So now just go grab that.
And bring it closer to the pole.
That's right. So there is pretty good. So something, you don't have to go so high, sweetheart.
Okay. That's a foot in.
So a foot. So what's the tape measure reading there on your side?
My side, it's 12 inches right here at the beginning of the pole.
Go no more than 12 inches that way. What's the minimum we could go? All right, so that's
that's right 10 and a half.
Right, well that gives us an inch, plus or minus 1 inch. Did we want to be within 1 inch?
I don't think so.
All right, so let's go to, all right, that's 11.
That's a foot.
That's so that's a foot. That gives us plus or minus 2.5 inches over here.
Right, you still got 8 inches you could come this way. That's 16 inches in.
Alright, so now what we will probably want to do is just center the 2 doors in the middle of this pole. This pole will be at the crack of the 2 buildings. So 76 inches that way and 76 inches this way at this point. Isn't that basically what's happening now? Pretty close, no?
I think so, pretty close.
Pretty close. Well, not quite.
This is 16.
Right, we don't want to go that way. We want, well, I guess we could technically move down the next pole, but I don't want to get that.
No, I don't want to do that. I wanted it to be sort of straddled between these 2. It won't be exactly straddled, but...
Right, well, I think at this point, whatever you're reading on
16 inches on the far end of this pole.
So we don't want to go, we're going to start digging at 16 inches. And that will give us wiggle room. You've got a couple, on the other side of the pole, you got like 3 or 4 or 5 inches to the blue mark, to the blue tape.
It's 18 and a half to 22 and a half.
Okay, you got several inches of wiggle room.
16 inch, 4 inches.
Wiggle room over here.
5 inches.
So 16 inches
4.
on your side of the pole is where that edge is going to be, and my edge is going to be the difference between 137 and 152.
Okay.
That's about a foot too. So.
Okay.
So that's where we're going to dig. 16. The big thing is 16 because that's the end that makes all the difference.
Right. Well, whichever end we start on, it makes all the difference. Yes. Well, I'm relieved to see that we should be able to get both doors to not be behind a pole. I'm not telling you how long it took, but I've done it twice and I came up with the same results both times, so that's a plus. I've got the cumulative inches in from the left that each thing is supposed to happen relative to the poles. And I think I got it sorted out in my head now. It's not exactly 12 feet. It's like 6.2 or 6.4 inches, or 6.2 or 6.4 feet. So the total width is 152, not 144. So yeah, that was fun. Thanks to all those math teachers growing up, I guess. And the degree I have in math. But I never had drafting, Donnie. Never had drafting class. Not like some people I know. So Don's going through the effort to get the junk out of the dirt with this sifter here. Yeah. And we were talking about what we might do with the dirt. That's probably going to be more work for Don.
Yeah. Special dirt. It's got Donnie's sweat in it.
Me and my big mouth?
Oh, it's not a problem to me.
Well, I told him let's not move the dirt all the way to the other side of the yard with the potential to have to move it later. That just seemed like a lot of work. I said, can't we somehow put a terrace thing in over here so you can just dump the dirt here and I can plant something? That'll make me happy. It'll make us have to move the dirt less. But then, of course, Don's got to put this thing together now. So, but he's working on it with a happy heart, even though it involves dirt.
Yeah. Well, it saves me from plugging dirt around. It's a good thing.
Right. Now I went in and pulled the wild grapevine, honeysuckle, oak trees, grass, and all that junk out of there as best as I could. But I know, being the woods will try to reclaim it back really quick. As long as I get some stuff planted before the roots take it over, some azaleas or whatever I want to plant there, then we'll be good. I just can't wait too long, because otherwise all the other roots will come up in the fresh new dirt and then I'll have a problem on my hands. Well, Don's dug out all of his tools. Well, I exaggerate. Not all of his tools, but a good bit. And we've got the little structure built. And we have one wheelbarrow full of dirt from this morning ready to go in. And I'm gonna do that now.
Oh, he's up in there deep now.
Oh wow, Donnie and I have been waiting to find a snake all day. There he goes. Hey buddy.
Yep.
He looks like a black racer or a rat snake.
I don't know what he was.
He was solid dark. I'm gonna go with that for now. Huh?
He had a white band or a yellow band?
Yeah, I think he was non-venomous. Well, we don't kill snakes in our yard one way or the other. Look what we found over here. Are you going to try to make it stand up at an angle? Well, I'm going to crack the whip on you tomorrow. I'm going to want it filled with dirt.
Oh,
God. I'm just joking with him.
Yeah, you think?
I like the way the sun looks, but I'm too worried about it falling, so you're going to have to let it down. Sorry. When we get enough dirt in there, we'll put it at an angle and we'll put it on top. Besides, it doesn't really look good with the two of them, one in front of the other either. Hey, Donnie.
Just so I can have a place to put the dirt.
He actually was saying a minute ago he thought it was going to save us a lot of moving. Well, so don't listen to him whining up there about it.
Right. Well, we got to do something with the dirt.
Yep.
And now at least...
And this will hold more than you think down here. And by the time we get done filling in the rest of the dirt, you won't be seeing the bricks or the fabric that I put down. Right. So...
I agree.
Don did put a couple of braces up here in the front because already I was about to push it out.
Right.
And, you know, once everything gets established, we're sure come this winter and the fall and the leaves come down, it'll all blend in. It'll be good to go. So.
I agree.
And I got a place to plant something. I am pleased. Watch your big foot though, near my pretty little hydrangea down there. Watch your foot.
Well, I burned up a lot of wood, so my wood pile is looking positively puny.
Good, I guess.
Puny wood pile.
I guess. I told him he can't take the tarp down though, because it's there for the cats. So wood pile or no, underneath there the tarp's staying.
Yeah, cats got to have.
That's right.
Got to have
a dry doghouse.
That's right.
I made Don nachos for appetizer, but we're having meatballs for dinner.